active players, it is your beloved community manager, Ann Richmond. I am here with my new friends from Ketchikan, Alaska and Gateway Games. Guys, how are you today?
Doing amazing. It's been a really great day.
So you guys, are you
exhausted.
Are you new to GAMA or have you been before?
This is our third year. This is the biggest one we've been to so far. I think they keep building every year. There's more and more stuff to go check out. It's a lot.
So you guys have made quite the journey to be here. So obviously you see some large value in being a part of the conversation that happens with the community here. Why do you think it's so important to be at GAMA?
You can hear the advice people are giving. You can figure out when the pre-releases are. You can do all of these things. You can't find a peer that has owned a game store, that knows what they're doing, and say, hey, what are you doing for this? What kinds of events are you doing? This is what I'm doing. And then we get all excited and we take it home with us.
We're all, on the distribution side and the retailer side and the publisher side. How do you think this event pays forward to gamers throughout the year?
You get to hear what other stores are already planning, and so you can add that to your already in place plans.
So tell me a little bit more about your store and why you guys decided to get into that side of the business.
So we're a very small store on an island in Southeast Alaska. We have a population of about average 10,000 people. Our store is very small, it's 600 square feet, and we've been around for 20 years. Initially, the reason why we got into it was because we wanted a place to play that was safe. Matt grew up in Ketchikan, and the options for high schoolers was to go drink in the woods.
Or go hiking.
Or I guess you could hike in the woods. We decided we needed a safe community. I mean, obviously we focus on games, but rather than focus on making money, we focused on building a community. 20 years later, we have volunteers that grew up in our store. They're older, they love doing it. Literally, we weren't asking for volunteers. We have a Glenn. Glenn's amazing. And Glenn said, I'm going to be in your store anyway. You might as well let me work.
He looks terrifying when you first see him. He's this huge blonde guy, and he's got gauges, and he's got tattoos all over. And then you look a little bit closer, and you realize the tattoos are like World of Warcraft and Pokemon symbols.
I mean, but Horde or Alliance, though, is the important question.
He's Horde.
For the Horde.
Yes.
Don't at me in the comments. Okay. One of the things that I feel is so important as I'm talking to all of these people who have stores is the importance and the value of coming into a brick and mortar space, because these relationships and this community that you're describing, obviously there are lots of amazing communities online, but there's no substitute for being able to go into a space that has an event that you can participate in and then talk to someone face to face about these games and decide what might be right for your table.
In Alaska, one of our biggest issues is isolation, and so you have a need that you don't even realize you have until it becomes incredibly obvious when you're sitting down and playing a game with someone.
Luckily, Ketchikan has a really active Facebook community, so we're able to schedule events through Facebook. We print out our events on a label printer and stick them on the back of Commons, and then everyone who walks through the door gets handed, what the next 20 events are.
What can people look forward to coming to your store as far as events are concerned?
We do a Pokemon, we do Magic, and but our big thing, honestly, are the role-playing games. I carry as many role-playing games as I possibly can, and we have a 600 square foot store, so our role-playing section's about twice this, but we have the widest breadth of role-playing games in Alaska. Yeah. We probably have an equal amount of board games that are everything across the board, old stuff, new stuff. And if we can't get it, we find it.
We close at 6 on Tuesdays, so once every so often at 6:15, we kick everyone out. If you're 18 or older, you can come back in, and we play maybe Cards Against Humanity or Crabs Adjust Humidity, or I can't even think of all the games that we've done.
Any kind of party game that you might not want to play with someone who's younger or your grandparents or, but it's fun. And then at the end of it, we have these pins that we give out that are I'm a horrible person.
So if you manage to win one of the games, you get an I'm a horrible person pin.
I need it. So I guess I'm going to Alaska, guys.
You need to come to Alaska.
And so should all of you guys. If you have a chance to stop by Gateway Games, go and do it. We want to hear all about it if active players are out there in Alaska visiting this store. It sounds like a great time. Thank you for everything you're doing to build a community on that little island out there. And hopefully we'll see you next year at GAMA.
Absolutely, you will.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, active players. We'll see you next time.